Before a single bullet flies or a pencil becomes a lethal weapon, the John Wick universe pulls us into a hidden world, one where assassins live by an ironclad code and every corner hums with quiet danger. At the heart of this shadowy society stands the Continental, a luxurious hotel chain that doubles as sacred ground for the world's deadliest professionals. For killers who crisscross continents chasing targets, the Continental is not just a stopover, it's a lifeline. Inside its elegant walls, mercenaries can settle their accounts, patch their wounds, sip top-shelf whiskey, and rest without fear. The only unbreakable rule: no business on hotel grounds. Break it and even the most feared assassin, yes, even John Wick, faces the wrath of the High Table. What makes the Continental so captivating isn't just the five-star service or the bespoke bulletproof suits, it's the intricate web of mystery that it represents. The John Wick films aren't content with simple shootouts. Instead, they invite us into an underworld so meticulously built it feels like a secret history hiding in plain sight. This is not your typical action backdrop. From the moment we saw those gold coins slide across that polished counter, we knew this was a universe with its own currency, hierarchy, and rules older than any government. And the hotels themselves, they're characters in their own right. From the sleek, neon-lit halls of New York to the ornate rooftops of Rome and the buzzing night markets of Osaka, each Continental branch tells a story about the city it calls home, and about the assassins who dare to walk through its doors. Some offer quiet refuge, others become bloody battlegrounds when the High Table's power is challenged. Together, they form a network so vast and mysterious that every new location feels like uncovering a hidden chapter in a global conspiracy. So, how far does this empire stretch? Beyond the gunfights and the body count lies a worldwide map of secrets waiting to be explored. So, grab your gold coins and keep your weapons holstered. The story of the Continentals isn't just about where John Wick lays his head. It's about the power that keeps this deadly world spinning. Stay with us, because every city holds a new piece for the puzzle. But before we explain every Continental hotel from the John Wick universe, a real quick ask that if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button now. It's one small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks. The New York Continental. Among the many shadowy safe havens scattered across the John Wick universe, none carries the weight and legend of the New York Continental. This hotel is not just a backdrop, it's the very heartbeat of the franchise and the stage where most of John Wick's pivotal moments unfold. Managed with poise and calculation by Winston Scott and supported by the ever-efficient concierge Charon, the New York branch embodies the Continental's reputation for order, secrecy, and deadly elegance. Winston and Charon are not merely employees of the High Table's sprawling empire, they are John's oldest allies and trusted confidants. Charon, named after the mythological ferryman of the underworld, lives up to his name as he quietly escorts assassins through life and death transitions, ensuring every transaction runs with near mythic precision. Their loyalty to John is a constant thread through the chaos. From the start, the New York Continental shapes John's bloody odyssey. After the murder of his beloved dog by Yosef Tarasov, John checks into the hotel while plotting his revenge. Winston offers critical intelligence on the crime lord Vigo, while Charon arranges medical care and even laundry services for John's blood-soaked suit. The Continental's sacred no-killing rule briefly shields guests like Santino D'Antonio in Chapter 2, but Santino fatally miscalculates when he hides behind that rule to escape John's wrath. John, of course, storms the hotel and executes Santino in cold blood, a shocking breach of the Continental's law that forces Winston to declare him excommunicado, though he grants John a vital 1-hour head start. In Chapter 3, the New York Continental transforms into a war zone when the High Table sends an army to punish Winston for aiding John. Side by side, John and Charon unleash an arsenal of weaponry, holding the line against wave after wave of armored enforcers. Victory is fleeting, however, as Winston seemingly betrays John with a calculated shot that sends him tumbling from the hotel's rooftop. Yet Winston's cunning proves deeper than expected, and the two men's alliance survives beneath the surface. Chapter 4 raises the stakes even further. The ruthless Marquis de Gramont demolishes the New York Continental in an act of brutal retaliation and executes Charon before Winston's very eyes. Ultimately, through a deadly duel between John and the Marquis, Winston regains control and begins rebuilding the hotel. The New York Continental stands today as a testament to resilience, an opulent mix of historic architecture and modern luxury, filmed using the Beaver Building at One Wall Street Court for exterior shots and the iconic Delmonico's for interiors. More than a glamorous setting, it symbolizes the unbreakable bond of trust, power, and survival in the assassin underworld, always welcoming John Wick back into its shadowy embrace. The Rome Continental. The Rome Continental expands the John Wick saga beyond New York, bringing the same lethal elegance to the heart of Italy. Introduced in John Wick Chapter 2, this branch is a breathtaking blend of classical grandeur and ruthless efficiency, mirroring Rome itself, a city where ancient history and modern intrigue intertwine. John arrives in Rome under duress, bound by a blood oath to Santino d'Antonio, who demands the assassination of his sister Gianna to secure his own rise within the High Table. Ever the professional, John checks into the Rome Continental, a sanctuary for killers that rivals its New York counterpart in prestige and mystery. Managed by Julius, portrayed by spaghetti western legend Franco Nero, the Rome Continental radiates old-world sophistication and ironclad authority. Julius greets John with the same understated respect that Winston offers in New York, providing weapons, blueprints, and an unspoken understanding of the stakes involved. After John completes the harrowing hit on Gianna, her loyal bodyguard Cassian tracks him down, resulting in one of the franchise's most memorable duels. Their fierce battle rages across Rome's moonlit streets, a ballet of blades and bullets that crashes dramatically through the hotel's window. The moment they land inside, armed and ready to kill, Continental staff immediately intervene, reminding both assassins of the institution's most sacred rule: no business, meaning no bloodshed, on hotel grounds. With the unyielding discipline of seasoned professionals, John and Cassian holster their weapons and sit down for a tense drink at the bar, their mutual respect for the Continental's law overriding their personal vendettas. This quiet but powerful pause underscores the influence the Continental holds over the most lethal of killers. The Rome location is as visually stunning as it is narratively significant. Filmed near Piazza Venezia with views of the ancient Trajan's Column, it showcases the eternal city's timeless beauty while reinforcing the global scope of the High Table's reach. The Rome Continental proves essential not only as a narrative waypoint, but as a vivid illustration of the Continental's iron rule, one strong enough to halt two of the world's deadliest assassins mid-battle. It serves as both a luxurious refuge and a neutral ground where even mortal enemies must abide by its code and maybe have a drink together, adding another rich layer to the ever-expanding tapestry of the John Wick universe. The Moroccan Continental. The Moroccan branch of the Continental network makes a striking impression even though it receives limited screen time in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Located in the storied city of Casablanca, this hotel is overseen by Sofia Al-Azwar, played with ferocious elegance by Halle Berry. Sofia is one of the youngest managers we meet across the franchise, a detail that speaks volumes about her skill, discipline, and reputation within the High Table's intricate hierarchy. When the third film begins, John Wick has been freshly declared excommunicado, with a global bounty turning every assassin into a predator. Seeking a path to the Elder of the High Table, John negotiates passage to Casablanca, knowing that Sofia is his only hope for a meeting that might end his relentless persecution. Despite a complicated history and a blood oath that binds them, Sofia does not immediately embrace the idea of helping John. Her initial reluctance only highlights how dangerous defying the High Table could be, even for somebody as capable as she is. The Moroccan Continental itself is only glimpsed, but its aura is unmistakable. Sofia runs her hotel with the same precision she brings to combat, and it's easy to imagine the Casablanca branch running with seamless efficiency under her watch. Her command over her attack dogs, trained to perfection and fiercely loyal, reflects the strict discipline she likely instills in her staff and operations. When John arrives, he does not even have time to check in, yet the meeting underscores how much weight the Continental's network carries. It can provide sanctuary, connections, and resources even to someone the High Table has officially cast out. What follows is one of the franchise's most exhilarating sequences. After a tense confrontation with a Moroccan mob boss escalates, Sofia fights alongside John in a breathtaking gunfight where her dogs become lethal partners, darting through chaos and taking down enemies with military precision. The sequence demonstrates that her assassin skills remain razor-sharp despite her managerial role. It also suggests that the Moroccan Continental, though never fully explored on screen, is more than capable of hosting the same clandestine dealings and carefully enforced neutrality as its sister hotels in New York and Rome. The film leaves the fate of the Moroccan Continental tantalizingly uncertain. Sofia's choice to aid John is a direct challenge to the High Table, raising the possibility of deconsecration. This punishment would strip the hotel of its sacred protection and open it to violence. Yet the movie never reveals whether the High Table followed through. This ambiguity adds to the mystique of both Sofia and her hotel. Casablanca, with its blend of old-world intrigue and modern vibrancy, perfectly suits the Continental's dual nature as both sanctuary and power center. Even with minimal screen time, the Moroccan Continental stands out as a crucial waypoint in John Wick's desperate journey and as a testament to the loyalty, courage, and deadly grace of its formidable manager. The Osaka Continental. The Osaka Continental emerges as one of the most visually dazzling and emotionally charged settings in John Wick Chapter 4, cementing its place as a key location in the saga. As John's vendetta against the High Table escalates to global proportions, he seeks refuge in Japan, arriving at the Osaka branch run by his old friend Shimazu Koji. Koji, played with quiet strength by Hiroyuki Sanada, is more than just a hotel manager. He's a seasoned warrior whose loyalty to John transcends the fearsome power of the High Table. This location is unique not only for its sleek, ultra-modern design, but also because it's the only Continental where two family members work side by side. Koji's daughter, Akira, serves as the hotel's concierge, mirroring Charon's role in New York and embodying the next generation of dedication and skill. Her presence underscores a deep familial bond rarely seen in the otherwise solitary world of Continental managers. From the moment John steps through its doors, the Osaka Continental becomes a focal point of tension and courage. Koji offers sanctuary without hesitation, fully aware of the lethal consequences of harboring an excommunicado assassin. This act of defiance against the High Table sets the stage for a breathtaking confrontation. When the Adjudicator's forces descend, led by the blind and deadly assassin Kane, the hotel transforms into a battleground of neon lights and razor-sharp katanas. Koji, Akira, their loyal staff, and John fight with a ferocity that turns the Continental's sleek hallways into an arena of honor and sacrifice. The combat showcases the Osaka branch as both a luxurious haven and a fortress capable of hosting a war. Its architecture blends traditional Japanese aesthetics with futuristic touches, glowing signage, minimalist interiors, and panoramic city views, creating a striking backdrop for the carnage. Despite their bravery, Koji and his team are eventually overpowered. In a moment of profound heroism, Koji buys John and Akira precious time to escape, sacrificing his life in a duel that embodies both samurai honor and unwavering friendship. Akira survives, her grief mingling with the quiet strength that defines her lineage, leaving open the possibility that she may one day lead the hotel herself. The deconsecration of the Osaka Continental serves as a chilling reminder of the High Table's reach and the cost of loyalty in the assassin underworld. Yet the branch's legacy endures through the courage of its defenders. Among all the Continentals, Osaka stands out not only for its aesthetic brilliance and premium atmosphere, but for the depth of its emotional resonance. It represents the unbreakable bonds of family, the price of defiance, and the enduring hope that even in a world ruled by merciless codes, loyalty and sacrifice still have meaning. Continental El Paso. The Continental El Paso is an intriguing addition to the John Wick universe, appearing not in the films but in the official comic book series, John Wick 2017. This storyline is considered canonical and unfolds years before the events of the first movie, offering a glimpse into John's early days as an assassin. In the comics, a younger John crosses paths with a group of assassins targeting a man named Charon. After John saves Charon's life, the grateful concierge introduces him to the local branch of the Continental in El Paso, Texas. This is a pivotal moment because it lays the groundwork for the deep trust and professional bond that John and Charon later share in the films. The El Paso branch differs from the opulent settings audiences know from the New York or Rome Continentals. Rather than marble halls or grand chandeliers, the El Paso location is more understated and cozy, reflecting a rugged southwestern charm. Despite the smaller scale and less extravagant decor, the hotel adheres to the same ironclad rule that defines all Continental establishments. No business is ever to be conducted on Continental grounds. This consistency reinforces the High Table's global reach and the strict enforcement of its code. Interestingly, the comic hints that Charon may have served in the El Paso branch before eventually becoming Winston's right-hand man in New York. His demeanor in the comics mirrors the calm authority and unshakable confidence we see in the films, suggesting he carried those traits from his early career. While we don't know who officially managed the El Paso branch at that time, the setting establishes that even the most remote Continentals maintain the same disciplined environment and seamless operation, regardless of the aesthetic. Whether this location will ever be depicted in a live-action adaptation remains unknown, but its role in the comics enriches the lore by revealing how John first became familiar with the Continental network and forged alliances that would save his life many times in the future. Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Continental has yet to make an on-screen appearance in the John Wick films, but its existence was teased when the franchise announced the spin-off miniseries The Continental. Early reports from outlets like Cinema Blend and Collider indicated that the series meant to explore the origin stories of Winston and Charon, which would be set at the Southern California branch of the Continental. Although the final version of the show ultimately focused on the 1970s New York Continental, those early details confirmed that an LA location does exist within the High Table's expansive network. Given Los Angeles' reputation as a glamorous, entertainment-driven city, fans have speculated that this branch would be among the most lavish of all the Continentals. Some rumors even suggested the possibility of a casino-style atmosphere to match the city's nightlife and Hollywood flair. While no definitive interior details or key personnel have been revealed, the concept of a West Coast Continental makes perfect sense. It implies that the High Table operates major hubs in every significant American city, ensuring that assassins and underworld operatives always have neutral ground and resources, whether they're in New York, Chicago, or California. The LA branch also opens the door to exciting narrative possibilities. If the spin-off had focused there, viewers might have witnessed the early lives of Winston and Charon unfold against a backdrop of sun-soaked boulevards and neon-lit clubs, offering a striking contrast to the moody, rain-soaked setting of New York. While the showrunners ultimately chose to remain with the iconic New York location, the acknowledgement of a Continental Los Angeles remains part of franchise lore. It stands as a tantalizing piece of the puzzle, waiting for a future installment, be it a movie, a series, or maybe another comic adaptation, to finally showcase what a West Coast Continental might look like. Until then, the Los Angeles branch remains one of the most mysterious and promising settings in the John Wick universe. And those are each of the Continental hotels we know from the John Wick universe. What are your thoughts? Which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these deep dives and strange lore. We'll see you in the next video.